Good afternoon, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Borromean Rings by Allagem. Full disclosure, this is not the first time I've attempted this puzzle, or at least not the first time I've done the intro to this puzzle. I started this puzzle a couple of days ago. I have not had a chance to fully record a puzzle since then. I've taken some other breaks. I was about 2 minutes into the solve when I got a message about a family issue that I had to go deal with, and I haven't got back to it, so I'm going to have a look at it now. I kind of made one basic deduction. So anyway, what else is going on in the channel? I've tried to record I've recorded a couple of problem videos and I've scheduled those, but I've only done a couple. I need to get some more done. I'm just taking things as I can still. Lots of interruptions, lots of stuff to do. So we'll see how it all goes. I did just do a Sudoku adventure series stream, so I'm trying to get those done. So if you check the live section of my channel, you'll see a few more, you'll see a more stream there. And I've of course done a lot of streaming over on the BremSter games channel. So, how does this puzzle work? Borromean Rings by Allagem. So normal Sudoku rules apply. In every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits in cages sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. The red ring is a parity line, which means each adjacent digits on the line must be of a different odd even parity. The green ring is a German whisper line, so adjacent digits must have a difference of at least 5. And the blue ring is a sum line. Within each region, or in this case in each box, the digits must sum to the same total. So that's what we've got for this one. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So I looked at the parity of this line, and those must all be the same parity. And this is basically all I got to. These must all be the same parity. And actually, I think it was the other ones. I think I looked at this, but these must be different parity. And I can't use 4 or 6 on either of them, and I can't use 2 on either of them. So one of these must be even, because they're alternating on the parity line. One of them must be even, and because they are in the middle of a run of whisper digits, they can't be 4 or 6. So one of those two must be 8, and I think that's the deduction I got to when I ran out of when I got interrupted. But it doesn't actually give me much, because so I can't be 4 because of the whisper line. So nature of whisper line, if you put 5 on a whisper line, you can't put 5 on a whisper line because of the 5 difference. 5 down from 5 would be 0 or lower. 5 high up from 5 would be 10 or higher, not valid within Sudoku. Then you get a thing on a whisper line called alternating polarity principle, whereas if you start with a low digit, you can't go down, you go below 0. If you go up, you leapfrog the 5. So because of the 5 difference, you'll always go from across the 5, and you'll end up in high digits. And if you go high digits, you can't go up, you must go down. And if you'll always leapfrog the 5 because of the 5 difference and end up in low digits. So you will always alternate high-low. So these two digits must be both different polarity and different high-low. But 4 and 6 only have one adjacent neighbor within 1 to 9 with a 5 difference. 6 can only go next to 1, and 4 can only go next to 9. But so if this was a 4, both of those would have to be 9. And if this was a 6, both of those would have to be 1. So one of those must be even because of the polarity line. And one of those, and because of that, it has to be 2, 4, 6, or 8. Because of the whisper lines, they can't be 4 or 6. So one of those is 8. That's where I got to. But I don't know what to do with that. I'm going to get rid of the colouring. But I remember that's the deduction I'd made. I'm just going to get rid of the colouring. So one of those two cells is an 8. I really like this pattern. The Borromean Rings, by the way, this puzzle has been done using an image loader. So the image loads from a different website. This is using a really nice trick that's been made possible. And it's why I have not been able to reset this puzzle. But it's a really cool trick. I think I mentioned that when I did the first intro. So how, and I love the way the rings, so the concept of the Borromean rings is sort of red goes above green but below blue, and then green goes below red but above blue, and then blue goes above red but below green, in every case. And it's sort of a geometric thing that can't be done with even rings, not on a flat plane. It might not be possible at all. I don't know. Should have looked into it. So this is a region line with 4 cells there and 2 there. But 4 cells without a 2 could be 1, 2, 3, 5. Which is 1, 3, 4, 5. Which is 13. So these just have to be 13 or higher. Well, is that cell important? Like, can that be a high digit? Because if that's a high digit, if that's a 6, so the lowest high digit, this is a 1. So all of a sudden I can't use 1 or 2. So this would be a 6. I couldn't use 1 because the 1 would go there. So these would be from 3, 4, and 5 because the 1 would be there. So this would be 6. These would be 3, 4, and 5, which would mean 6, 4, 5, 15 plus 3 is 18. These would have to be 18, and they can't be. That'd be 2, 9. This can't be a 6. This has to be a low digit. These are all low, and these are all high. So these, I'm actually going to use just the center pencil marks. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are 6, 7, 8, 9. That, whoops, no, undo and get rid of the coloring. That's cool. Now, this can't be 6 because they have to be the same. This can't be 6. Now, this can't be, actually, no, none of these can be, no, sorry, none of those two can be 2. None of those two can be 2. None of those two can be 2. Two must be up here, but that doesn't mean 2 has to be in the 16 cage. Now, if this is a 7, this has to be 1, 2. This can't be 7. And if this is 7, this has to be 1, 2. This can't be 7. This is an 8, 9 pair. This can't be 4. Because if this is 4, both of those have to be 9. This is not 4. So this is odd. Odd, even, this is the 8. So these, this is 2, 4, 6, or 8. This is 2, 4, 6, or 8. These are 2, 4, 6, or 8. And this is 4, 6, or 8. And it's not 8. So this is 4 or 6. And these are all odd, but there's a lot of odd digits to pencil mark in. This is weird. Oh, this 8 makes this 9. 8 can't go next to 4, so this is a 1, 3 pair. So that means this line is even more restricted because I can only have 1 of 1 and 3 on it. So if I make it as small as possible, it's 1, 4, 5, 6, which is, hang on, I have to put a 1 on this line because if I put a 1 here, this would be 3, 4, 5, 6 again, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3, 4, 5, 6, I've already looked at this. 3, 4, 5, 6 would be 3, 4, 5, 6 would be 15, 18, and this can't be 18. So this has to be the 1, this has to be the 3. There's no 1 here, there's no 3 here. Now, if I don't put a 4 on this, well, 3 can't go next to 6 or 7. So if I don't put a 4 on this, 5, 6, 7 would be 13 plus 5 is already 18. So I have to put a 4 on this. Now 1 and 4 is 5. 5 plus 6, 7 is 18, and that doesn't work. I have to put a 5 on this. So I've already got 10. But I could go as high as 17. But 9, where does 9 go? I can't put 9 on this line. I can't put 9 here. This is the 9. And these are from 4, 5, 6, 7. So this has to be a 6 or a 7, but it has to be odd. This is the 7. So these are 4, 5, and 6. And I now know the total is 16. These sum to 16, so they're 7 and 9. So I can't put 7 or 9. So this is in the 19 cage. So this is 5, 6, 8. That's very cool. But this is odd, so it's 5. There's no 5 here, and there's no 5 here. That's really cool. Now this is 1, 3, or 7 because it sees 5 and 9. This is a quadruple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. I'm not sure how that's helping me. I know 2 is down here. That's not a 2. Huh. This 9 makes this 8, which means this is not 4. This is not 8. This is not 8. This is not 9. This has to be 6 or 7. So this can't be 3. This is another 1, which means this is 3, which means this can't be 6 or 7. That's a 9. This is not 9. 9, where does 9 go in this box? It has to go in one of those 3. It's not even and it's not 1. That's a 9. So there's no 9 in this 16 cage, and there's no 1 in this 16 cage. Six, hang on, this can't be 6 or 7 because this has to be 3 or 4. This is an 8. So there's no 8 in this 16 cage. So it must have, well, that's not an 8 anymore, but this must have a 7 in it now because I am using the killer calculator, by the way. It's either 3, 6, 7 or 4, 5, 7. So there's no, where does 2 go? 2 has to go in one of, oh, 2. 2 is right here now because I can't put 2 in the cage. Because if I put 2 in the cage, the other 2 digits would have to sum to 15 and I can't use 6, 9 or 7, 8. So 2 is there now. So the 4 and the 6 are taken up. This has to be 3 or 5. Now this is 1, 3 or 5 because it sees 7 or 9 and it must be odd. This is 3, 5, 7 or 9. That's still too many options. But this sums to 16. So these have to sum to 8. Because I've already got 8. So they're either 1, 7. They can't be 2, 6. Or 3, 5. And they can't be 4, 4. So they're the only possibilities. Again, that's not helping much. 3 can't be there. 8 can't go next to 4. That's the 3. So that's the 5. So there's no 5 in this cage, and this is 3, 6, 7, which means this is a 4, which means this is not a 4. This is not a 4. That 8... Not really. Well, it does mean 8 is in one of those two. So 8 is in one of those two. There's no 3 here. So 3 is in one of those two, but I already had that. That means that's not 3. My Discord is going nuts even though I've got it on ignore. Not much I can do about it. So this is, it can't be 1, so it's 3, 7, or 9. Because it has to be odd because of the parity ring. Now this is fine, this is fine, because 2 1s could be 6, 2 9s could be 1 or 4. Okay, so the German whisper line is done. The parity line is now fully pencil marked. So it's just this and the 2 killer cages, which I've now got. So it's just this line and Sudoku. Ick. So what am I missing? If it's math on this line, I'm probably in trouble. Because these are the only possibilities. So it's these 3 cells having to sum to 16. Well, if this is 2, these would have to sum to 14. So this would have to be 6, 8. Okay. No, that doesn't work. If this is 2, this would have to sum to 14. I couldn't use 4, 3, or 1. I'd have to use 10 or higher. And 6, 8 doesn't work because both of those would have to be 5. This can't be 2. So this is a 4, 6, 8 triple. So what are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are 2, 5, and 7. The 2 is over here because I can't put 2 here. That did a lot less than I want. Now, if this is 4, these have to sum to 12. No, if this is 8, these sum to 8. No, that's... These are 6, these sum to 10. Which would be 3, 7, or 1, 9. No, I'm not seeing it. I mean, that hidden triple is cool. Means 8 is in one of those two. I wish I knew why Discord kept flickering. Is it this quad? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not that I'm seeing. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 is down here. So 3 is in one of those two. No. So what am I missing? Probably a lot. It's probably got to do with that sum ring. Four is in one of those two? No. 5 is in one of those 3. 9 is in one of those 3. No. 9 down here. 9 can't be there, or on this line. 9 is in one of those two. Oh, that 9 has made that 7 and that 9. That 7 takes 7 out of there. 7 is now... That's not 9 anymore. I am very confuzzled. Two is down here by Sudoku. So twos are lining up. So 2 is in one of those two. And 2 is up here, but that doesn't do much. I'm not seeing the pressure. There seems to be a lot of escape valves. I'm going to turn on the simple pencil mark checker, and it's showing me nothing. So it's not as if I'm missing simple pencil marks. This puzzle was very well recommended. Eight in this box. 2 8s looking into box 2. Can't be odd, and it's not there because of that 8. So this is an 8, which puts 8 up here somewhere. But that's not doing that much either. Five in this box is in one of those two now. Nine is in one of those two. So what's this? 1 can't be 2. 3 can't be 4. Can't be 5. Could be 6. Could be 7. Oh, crikey. This can't be 8 anymore. I'm not sure. And this is a quadruple. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which is completely unhelpful. Is it those summing to 16? It's the only thing I can see. But there's too many possibilities. Like these could sum to 8 as 3, 5, or 1. Oh, if these sum to 8, so if this is an 8, this is 3, 5. If this is a 6, then these have to sum to 10, which would have to be 1, 9. Okay, so if this is an 8, this is 3, 5. No, 3, 5. If this is a 6, I couldn't use 4, 6 here. and I couldn't use 3, 7, so this would be 1, 9. And if this is a 4, these sum to 12. I couldn't use 6, 6. I could use 4, 8, or I could use 3, 9. So this is 5, 8, or 9 only. So did that eliminate anything from one of these? But that's... So if this is 1, these have to sum to 15. But I've got 6, 9. If this is 3, these have to sum to 13. I've got 9, 4. There's just too many options. I do not get it. I do not get it. How does the internal logic to the puzzle... Like, am I going to be looking for skyscrapers or Y-wings or something? I mean, I could start looking for really long chains. Like if this is a 6, this is a 4, this is a 6. So if this is a 6, this is a 6, and I'd have to put 6 in one of those two. This would be a 4. This would be a 1. I mean, I don't see anything else to do. 1, 2. This is a quintuple though. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. But I've got no information up here. If this is a 7, this is a 7. I'm just stabbing in the dark. I'm obviously missing something because this has been recommended. It's not the whisper line, it's not the parity line. They are fully resolved. I mean, apart from plugging options into here and seeing what breaks... One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7. I've got to put 8 down here, but I've already got that. 1 in this box. Nope, it's wide open. This is 5, this is 3. So there's 3. That's a 5, 6, 7, 8 quadruple. 8 is down here. There's no 8 here. That's a 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 must be in here, not here. But this is 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is not 8. This is the 8. So if this is 5, 6, 7, 8, these are 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4. There's no 2, 3 there because of the 2 and the 3. There's no 3 here because of the 3 in the box. Did that do anything? 8 is in one of those two, which gave me that 8. That's a 1, 4 pair. So this is 6 or 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 6 or 7 and it sees a 7. This is a 6. This is a 7. I can take 7 out of there. I can take 6 out of those. The 5, 7 looks up taking 5, 7 out of there. This becomes a 6, 8 pair. There is no 6 here. This is a, whoops, there's no 6 here. This is a 1, 4 pair, so this is 5 or 7. Now that 7 takes 7 out of there. But this is 1, 2, or 4 now. That 5, 7 looks back taking 5 out of those. That's a 6, 8 pair. This is the 5, which makes that the 7 and that the 5, which makes that 7. This 5 looks up taking 5 out of both of those. This becomes 2. There's no 2 there. I'm going to take 2 out of there, and then I'm going to turn off the pencil mark checker again. Okay. 5 is now in one of those two. Now this sees 1, 2, 3. It could be 4. It could be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it can't be 9. So this is only 4 or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 in these. So this is 5, 6, or 9. No, 9. And this is 4, 6, or 9. 6 actually has to be down here. Oh, but this had to sum to 16, and I've already got 15. This is the 1, which means this is the 4, this is the 2, this is the 3. That means this is the 1, so this is the 4, and I can take 4 out of all of those. This is a 1, 3, 6. There's no 6 here. The 4 makes this 1. Now, these still need to sum to 16. Now, if this is 9, these need to sum to 7, which would be 4, 3. 4, 3. And if this is 8, these sum to 8, which is not possible. So this is 9, 3, 4, which makes this 6. These are now done. That 4, or this 6 made this 8. I probably had that ages ago. I just didn't notice. It takes 3 out of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 7, and 8. And 8 must be in one of those. So if 8 is in one of those, that's 6, which I already had from that 8. Which means that's 4, which I had from the box. So 3 looks up taking 3 out of those. This is a 1, 6, 7 triple. So this is the 4. This is not the 4. There's no 6 here. There's no 1 here. So this is 3, 5, 9. So this is 3 or 9. Four looks down making this 5, which looks up making this 9, which makes this 3 and this 5. So this is a pair. Well, there's no 9 here. So this is a 9. 1, 2, 3. This is a 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That makes this 6 and this 2. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the 4 here makes this 3 and this 4. So this is a 1, 2 pair. I missed the obvious for way too long. This 3 makes this 7, which looks back making this 6, this 1, and this 7. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, there is a 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4, and 9. And there is a 9 here, making that 4 and that 9. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 6, and 8. And I can't put 1 there. So I've got the 6, 8 pair. This becomes the 1. 6, 8. Oh, that 8 makes that 6, which makes that 2. The 6 looks down, making that 8 and that 6. So this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 5, and 8. I can't put 5 in either of those. So that becomes the 5. The 6 looks across, making that 3 and that 6. This 3 looks up, making that 8 and that 3. The 8 looks down, taking 8 out of there. This becomes the 8. This 5 looks down, making that 7 and that 5. The 2 looks down, making that 1 and that 2. The 1 looks up, making that 6 and that 1. And this 7 looks back over here, making that 5 and that 7. And that is Borromean Rings by Allagem. That was really cool. I definitely got stuck finding I think it was a quadruple in row 8. But apart from that, that was really cool. And that was me, not the puzzle. That was a very hidden quadruple. But the fact that you could have these rings with just 2s in the middle and a couple of killers, very, very cool. I hope to see more stuff like that. That was amazing. Very, very nice. I mean, I did come in knowing that one of those had to be an 8, and I showed you that very quickly. But apart from that, I knew nothing. And that was a good puzzle. Enjoyed that one. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you're enjoying the content on the channel. And as always, good luck with your solving.